Well, this one is going to shock most of you as Harry Kane is wanted at Arsenal. Who wants Harry Kane at Arsenal is what we're going to discuss, and what is the source of the story to it that will bring you the latest about Harry Kane linked to Arsenal. Because if you are told that Harry Kane is going to go to Arsenal, I think everyone will green light that move. But there is what we call rivalry. There is what we call hatred between the two North London best clubs, that is Spurs and Arsenal. So welcome to Rokani Media Football, second video of the day. Good morning. Hope you guys are really having a wonderful morning. May the Almighty bless you abundantly, and my Muslim viewers and subscribers, Juma Karim. And don't forget to go to the mosque to say prayers today. Now, it's a very big one that is going to cause a lot of controversies, but nevertheless, for us, we are here to bring you the latest news and information as far as your respective clubs are really concerned. And again, we are going ahead to talk about which guy? We're talking about Zinchenko continuing to really bid farewell to Granit Xhaka and very many other Arsenal players. Now, the assistant coach, old manager of Mikel Arteta, is going to hate to leave Arsenal. We are going to really draw a little deeper dig into that and see what vacuum has been left and how this void is going to be filled up by Arsenal and Mikel Arteta. And lastly, Emile Smith-Rowe playing into the Under-21 Championship finale, leading the England Under-21 to play into the Under-21 Championship. And the finale is going to be played tomorrow, and he had an emphatic start onto that achievement of the English national team. So where do we start from? Obviously, I'll call in for like 400 likes onto this video, and don't forget to subscribe because we want to hit 20,000 subscribers onto this channel. Now, let's start it off with this story coming in from an Arsenal legend known as Emmanuel Petit. He has said, "I would love to see Harry Kane at Arsenal. I know people will laugh at that, but he started his career at Arsenal. Every player, when they retire, wants to look back at what they have won. He will always be remembered as a very good striker." That is Emmanuel Petit. For those that don't know, Emmanuel Petit was signed by Arsene Wenger to Arsenal way back, I think it was 1997, 1998, and brought him on at the club of Arsenal. He played and then went to Italy. Then he found himself playing for the nemesis of Arsenal, that is Chelsea. So he is really wanting Harry Kane at Arsenal. And to all Arsenal fans all over the world, would you love Harry Kane at Arsenal? Because your legend believes that you need a goal poacher that can really put up 30 goals a season. 30 goals a season, as Harry Kane did that. Now, he has based the fact onto this. Most of you might not be knowing that this guy was at Arsenal in the academy. That is Harry Kane. So this is Harry Kane at Arsenal, in the Arsenal academy. This is Harry Kane for you. And obviously, he was once there at Arsenal, and he was at 12 years and sat with his mom and dad in the offices. And this is a story that the former Arsenal manager, Rosie Messi, came out and really told us about Harry Kane. As you see him into this photo, that is Harry Kane for you. Now, the former assistant academy manager known as Rosie Messi told us that, "When I see Harry Kane now, I can't help but to think back to when he was a starry-eyed 12-year-old. Sat with his mom and dad in my office as I told him he wasn't quite up to the standard we were looking for. Next thing, Harry's dad came back in and told me he now wants to be a goalkeeper, and I thought the least I could do was to send him to work with our keeper." So it shows you that the way Harry Kane left Arsenal was not convincing to him, and believes that he should go obviously get the job done. However much he's playing Tottenham Hotspur, trust me, he's one of those that loves Arsenal, and trust me, he still has Arsenal at heart. And this is Harry Kane at 9 years of age, wearing a Thierry Henry shirt, when it was released. And obviously it shows you how much he loves Arsenal. So this is Harry Kane at the age of 9, and this is the yardstick where the former Arsenal legend, that his Petit, is basing his links of Harry Kane to Arsenal too. He believes that Harry Kane still has the Arsenal fire burning in his belly, and if at all Arsenal said, "We want to go for you," he will come. Now, the big question is, do you think Harry Kane can join Arsenal? We all know that this summer he's on to the move to Bayern Munich. Spurs have gone ahead to really offer him a gigantic contract, but we don't know whether he's really going to really put pen to paper, because he has gone ahead to score very many goals, but he has not won a single trophy in his entire career. He has led them to finals, but they failed to win, and he wants to go to Bayern Munich and obviously do the needful. And after Bayern Munich, we don't know where he's going to sign, but Emmanuel Petit would love to see him at Arsenal. And I think if you get the 30 goals that Harry Kane scored for Spurs and you add them to Arsenal, you know, I think Arsenal wins the trophy. That is it, meaning that they need a clinical number 9, but also think about how Arsenal is going to have to progress to see how its goals are evenly distributed, because to me, that's the most important bit of it. I think that is something that most people are not really giving a lot of attention to detail to, as Arsenal had players that really scored very many goals and put up very many assists. Let's count and see. Martin Odegaard, 15 goals and 8 assists. Those are 23 goal involvements. Then Bukayo Saka, he had, were they 14 goals and 12 assists. That is Bukayo Saka for you. And Gabriel Martinelli, 16 goals with some 5 assists this season. There came Gabriel Jesus, you know, and he came in through with 11 goals in the Prem, and he put up 6 assists. So when you add the goals of the front 5 of Arsenal, the front 4 of Arsenal, 16 Martinelli, 15 Odegaard, that is 31. Add on the 15 of Bukayo Saka, that is 46. Add on the 11 of Gabriel Jesus, that is almost 60 goals for Arsenal coming in from their forward. And at the look of things, I think both of them are going to increase. We might see Arsenal have close to 3 people hitting 20 goals in a season. And that last happened at Arsenal when they had Thierry Henry, Robert Pires. Who was the third one? I think Sylvain Wiltord. There was a season when those 3 averaged 20 goals a season, you know, and it was really something amazing for the club of Arsenal. So I think, for my case, however much Harry Kane is world class and proven, I would rather have 4 players getting me 80 goals a season, other than having one player getting me 60 goals a season and the others getting me like 10-10, because that means he can easily be marked out of the pitch. But if at all you're having other players that are really great, you can find yourself in a situation of obviously getting to the levels where you deserve to be. So that is Emmanuel Petit wanting Harry Kane at Arsenal, and right now his value is worth 80 to 100 million pounds. And Arsenal look like they're not looking for centre forward, they're looking in for other places outside there, but he is basing this on the fact that he was at the Arsenal Academy and he still has something Arsenal-ish burning into his berries, and you will know that he might think about it to come in and play at least a season at Arsenal after his retirement. Now, Charles Watts broke the story yesterday that understand that Steve Round has left Arsenal. He has been Mikel Arteta's assistant since his appointment in 2019. The decision has been taken by Mitchell Consett and announced to club staff. So this assistant has been with Mikel Arteta for very many years, has gone ahead to leave. And to throw more light about this, we've gone ahead to really get this article from the Charles Watts website. Remember, he has been an Arsenal correspondent for Goal, and he has now went solo to set it that he puts up a website that does only Arsenal content. He has said, Mikel Arteta's assistant manager Steve Round has left Arsenal. I can reveal. Club staff were informed of the news on Thursday afternoon with an email sent around stating that Round has left his position by mutual consent. The email said, as preparations for the new men's season get underway, we can confirm Steve Round has left the club by mutual consent. During his time with us, Steve played an integral role working with our men's first team players and helping the significant progress which we have made in recent seasons. We thank Steve for his contribution to Arsenal and wish him and his family all the best of health and happiness. Round joined Arsenal alongside Mikel Arteta when the Spaniard was appointed as Unai Emery's replacement in December 2019. Albert Stevenberg will continue in his role as Arteta's assistant. So, Mikel Arteta has seen Steve Round really leave the club, and this is one of those photos that will be ever remembered in the eyes of many, and I think you know him. Now, you've seen him on the touchline of Arsenal, and there he comes always to let you know that he has been at Arsenal and is going to do a tremendous job for the club of Arsenal. So that is Steve Round, obviously leaving the club of Arsenal, and a statement has been issued, and he leaves a very big void to be filled by Stevenberg, the other assistant manager of Arsenal. So we wait and see who is really going to be brought in by Mikel Arteta, but obviously there are always very many managers outside there looking for such opportunities to arise and really seize them on. So let's go a little bit onto what these other players of Arsenal have gone to say about the departure of Granit Xhaka. When you look at Zinchenko, he said, what a player and an incredible person. You'll be missed by all of us. All the best, legend. Then Gabriel Magalhaes, thanks to everything, brother. I will miss you. All the best, legend. So they've gone ahead to obviously bid their farewells to the player that has been here for 7 years at Arsenal, and obviously he has gone ahead to try out his career at Bayern Leverkusen. That is Zinchenko, and here comes Gabriel Magalhaes trying to obviously bid farewell to the player known as Granit Xhaka, who chose Bayern Leverkusen as they had gone ahead to give him a contract of 4 years. So that is it coming in from Arsenal. And lastly, let's discuss something concerning Emile Smith Rowe. This lad has gone ahead to really put up what we call an emphatic performance at the under-21 Euros and has gone ahead to lead them to the finale. And we've been told that Emile Smith Rowe played 74 minutes and provided an assist to help the England's under-21 to a convincing 3-0 win over Israel to reach the European Championship final, where they will play Spain. So he has gone ahead to obviously put up an assist. We know that he can score goals and he can put up assists, but he had just scored 2 goals in this tournament. But this time around, he found himself onto the assist sheet, and that is something great of him. So he's just getting fired up, getting ready for the Arsenal pre-season. And over the weekend, that is tomorrow on Saturday, this tournament is coming to an end as they take on Spain. Spain really has an exciting side, has the likes of Gabri Vega and so on and so else, but I can confirm to you that England is having an edge. Why? When you look at the lineup of England they play with, these players are so experienced, and they play at an elite level, and they've gone ahead to play for teams that are really good in the Premier League. Trafford, for him, I don't know where he plays for. There is Ghana, there is Hath Bellis, Colwill, you know him very well, he plays for Brighton. Then El Thomas, you know, there is Palmer, Man City, A. Gomez, you know, C. Jones, Emile Smith Rowe, Gibbs White, and Anthony Gordon. You know, Anthony Gordon plays for Newcastle, Gibbs White plays for Nottingham Forest. This is Emile Smith Rowe. He plays for the Arsenal team. Olivier Skip, I'm talking about the benches, plays for Spurs. They're having Tommy Doyle, Harvey Elliott for Liverpool, Nonio Madueke plays for Chelsea. So when you look at everything they're really having, in as far as their player cast is really concerned, they are really having a different team altogether that's going to hate to experience best of the league, of the Premier League, and they are worth is way above the ordinary as far as this tournament is concerned. So, but even Spain, they're having some good players and they're technically gifted, and you don't really downplay their efforts to win this tournament in there for you. But if at all you are an Arsenal fan, why would you want Emile Smith-Rowe to win this tournament? Obviously, to get him what we call the winning mentality at the club of Arsenal. You know, every time a player lifts something, whether at the national level or the club level, it just helps to enlight or illuminate his minds that winning is a habit, and it is going to help him really turn winning into a habit, as it has not been at Arsenal. Because at Arsenal, few winners are present, apart from the additions of Julian Timber and Kai Havertz, Zinchenko, Gabriel Jesus. Who else has won? No one. So you need to see such players coming in through that can go ahead and always lift what we call the Arsenal trophies. And if at all there is a chance for him to lift it up at the national team under 21 championship, that will be something great that will obviously take his mindset to the next level. So your thoughts on to Harry Kane wanted at Arsenal by Emmanuel Petit, an Arsenal legend, are welcome in the comment section below. What do you make about that? And Arsenal's assistant manager Steve Round quitting the job after mutual consent with the club, do you think it's going to leave a very huge void at Arsenal? And Emile Smith-Rowe leading the England under 21 to the championship of the under 21 European Championship. Do you think they're going to lift the trophy? And lastly, what do you make about the farewell messages coming in from Zinchenko and Gabriel Magalhaes to the former Arsenal player, that is Xhaka, that's going to head to sign for Bayern Leverkusen? I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. My Muslim viewers and subscribers, may Allah grant you the best that you deserve, and Juma Karim. Ciao, ciao, my mate.